Okay, all right, all right. Rico Rivera, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on your show. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah, you bet. Well, we've been friends and colleagues for many, many years, and it's great that you could jump on here and just share a little bit about yourself and also kind of what's happening in the Sacramento market. So, if you could share a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I've been in the industry for 20 years. Started with Old Republic Home Protection. Actually met you at an REO Mac event
Oh,
way back in the days, man. I want to say it was 2007, 2008 when you were doing the REO thing, and we met then. And ever since then, I've kept track of you, kept track of what you've been doing. So been a top producer for a long time, obviously. And so then I got into real estate from Old Republic. I was the manager, the team leader of the Keller Williams Sac Metro office in the Thomas, and then from there, I started my own team in 2019, and the rest is history, man. I'm here now, and the rest is history.
oh, that's awesome. That's great. And you know what? One thing I always love about you is you always have a great balanced life. I see your posts with your family. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Oh, I appreciate that. So I've been married for 20 years to my wife Tanya Rivera, and I have two daughters, a 20-year-old Leilani Rivera, and my 15-year-old about to be 16, Kiani Rivera. And so Kiani plays sports, and Leilani is going to work full time and doing some online school.
Man, that's great. Yeah, that keeps you busy, right?
Absolutely, I love practicing soccer with my daughter. So she's a goalie, so we go out there and practice soccer once in a while. And it's we have a real estate career, and job is very difficult in the sense of we're always working. So whenever I
I
can get a
know.
chance to go out there, I do that.
Right. Yeah, and it's a good relief. We all need that from this crazy real estate market. So let me just ask you, what corollaries do you have from parenting and from coaching and from sports to real estate?
Oh man, persistence, consistence, practice makes perfect, or good practice makes perfect, right? So all that makes a big difference in real estate. I think working well with others, being a team member, being all everything that has to do with that, man, with sports has to do with not only real estate but real life, just real life in general. I'll tell you that being in real estate, I've learned, and I've always been pretty nice to everyone, but I've learned that you have to be nice to everyone at all times, and you're always on, right? You're
Yeah.
always on stage, man.
Mhm.
It's almost like being a teacher, when you're at the grocery store. You can't be at the grocery store and you see the teacher and you're like, oh my God, Mr. Rivera is here.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely. And it always comes back to when you lead with a servant's heart and you're nice to others and giving back, it always comes back. So that's what I appreciate about you. So, hey, well, let's talk a little bit about the Sacramento market. What are you seeing in the market right now? I mean, I've heard rumors saying, man, is it slowing? What's happening? So what are you seeing right now in the market, Rico?
I definitely see a slow, houses not getting the multiple offers that we used to get, 3 months ago. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that the consumer is usually 6 months behind, and that's because of the media, right? So the media is usually behind anyway. So when you hear about the market being hot, us as real estate agents already know that the market is hot because we're in the trenches. So we're seeing multiple offer situations, people offering above appraised value on a lot of the contracts. And so now I'm not seeing that anymore. Right now I'm seeing not a multiple offer situation, where houses are staying on the market, and I'm seeing price reductions. So and here's the other thing: a lot of sellers are the same way, right? Sellers at one point start getting a little greedy, and then their houses are on the market for longer than they should be.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of our good friends, Ryan Lundquist, I was reading his blog the other day, and he was mentioning that the market, a lot of people look at the market as either slowing or growing, or I'm sorry, slowing or glowing.
Or
And
glowing.
it's both right now, actually, because you can have both. And it is, I mean, it's still, I'm seeing that the market is still glowing. I mean, we do have a seller's market what, 0.9 months worth of inventory. So any listing that is priced right, we are getting, offers, and maybe one or two offers. And with the interest rates, still low, it's still a glowing market, but it is slowing down. I'm seeing that as well. So are you seeing opportunities for the buyers now with the market slowing slightly?
Yeah, and I want to clarify. So the market is slowing in the sense of we're not getting multiple offer situations, but not slowing in the sense of prices are going down, right? So we're not seeing prices go down
Right.
essentially just because the market is telling you that your house is not worth what you want to get for it, right? So you have a house that maybe is worth 600,000 and you want to put it on the market for 700,000. Well, it's not worth 700, so you're not going to get a $700,000 offer, right? So I just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, I 100% think that the buyers now have an ability, and just buyers that didn't have the money to put above appraised value have an ability to maybe put in an offer, a really good offer on a home, and get it without having to pay above appraised value, without having to pay a ton of money over what the appraisal is.
100%. Yeah, it is, there is a good opportunity right now with there are still a good solid number of new listings hitting the market. There's also a number of price reductions. So there's definitely some good opportunity out there. So I recommend to my team and to other agents, now's a great time to reach out to every buyer that you've spoken with in the last 6 months, and hey, let them know, because I think in a certain sense, we've seen a little bit of buyer fatigue. I mean, have you seen some of your buyers that have gotten a little frustrated in the last few months?
Oh, you know what's funny? I actually am doing exactly what you said to do. I made some phone calls this morning, and I have some phone calls and appointments this evening because I called some of the buyers that said, "Hey, we're going to wait." And I said, "Hey, it's time. Now it's time, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to be the ones that are putting in offers when everybody else is still waiting, and might get lucky and get a good your offer accepted and get a good deal, or if it's not a good deal, get something in contract where 6 months ago, 3 months ago, we weren't able to get anything in contract. People were frustrated and eventually just said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna wait it out." So I think it's the perfect time to get in there and get your offer accepted.
Absolutely, 100%. So what are you seeing next year? I know that you don't really have a crystal ball, but where do you think this market is going? Right?
So you're right, and nobody really has a crystal ball, but I know that based on what Freddie Mac has announced and what Realty Track has announced, there's not very many foreclosures or very many people that are in forbearance nationwide, right? We're talking about a nationwide number that is going to create the type of mayhem that it created in 2007, 2008, 2009, where we had a ton of people that were upside down. We don't have a ton of people that are upside down right now. So from what they heard and what they're saying, we're not going to have a crash, right? We're not going to have a correction like we did in 2008. We might have people that are going to be selling their homes, but a lot of the people that are selling their homes are probably going to have some equity in their homes. So, we're not going to have that huge influx of inventory that we have, in my opinion. So without a huge influx of inventory, prices will stay steady. Maybe they'll stay steady for a little while, but I don't see it going anywhere down in the Sacramento or greater Sacramento area because of how beautiful Sacramento is and because of what the Bay Area client and all these other people are doing to come to Sacramento now. And you still have state workers, you still have Facebook, Salesforce, Google announcing that they're going to let their employees work from home. So a lot of people are moving inland to be able to take advantage of that and keep their jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sacramento is a great place. I was born and raised here. I think you were as well. It's just an amazing place. Yeah, we are hearing about people that are leaving. They're going out of state. They are moving. But we do have a lot of great, beautiful benefits. We're close to Tahoe, close to the ocean. Things are still affordable. There's a little bit more space. A lot of people from the Bay Area, they want to move here so they can, have a home office, a little bit more space. We have a lot of pools here, so a lot of people really want to enjoy the land and the space. So it's pretty exciting, everything that's happening. Well, hey, Rico, so great to see you here. If someone wants to reach out and get a hold of you, what's the best way?
So they can call my cell phone, get in touch with me at 916-254-8448, or just my email. My email is super easy, Rico, my name, at ricorivera.com. And you guys will see it on below with the text box. And so more than welcome to give me a call anytime.
Awesome. Hey, Rico, thanks so much for taking some time. Good to see you. If any of you have any questions, reach out to Rico or myself. We love to serve and share. So thanks again. See you, Rico.
All right, buddy. Have a great day, man.